Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play with Aspo, which we will kick off where we left off. Let's kill this sea dragon for some free science. Did we actually get free science? Yeah, 14 science. So that should put us a bit closer to power systems. Anyway, our drone, can it escape? Yes, it can. At least somewhat. And choose production. Let us see. Well, we do not need more than one ultrasonic fence really, so we will ignore that. We actually want the aliens to come close to most of our cities because we can kill them with our cities and get some free science. So we only want ultrasonic fence in one city to get the quest, to improve it, to keep the aliens off our trade convoys. However, network would be a good thing. Or a repair facility. Extra production is always nice. I think the upgrade will give it another bonus for production. Or we could go with the vivarium for some extra food. Let's do that. Extra food and extra food from deserts, which we have a lot of. Seems like a good idea. Yeah, why not? Almost all our territory is desert. Kind of crappy start, to be honest, food-wise. Oh well. Worker. Well, can wait one more turn, I guess. Let's see, our cover tops. We need to assign these guys. So every city has a universal level of what's it called? I can't remember. Anyway, this covert ops level, more or less. The more covert ops is going on in the city undetected, the more it will go up. Every successful operation will increase it. At least I think so. And every time you fail, it will decrease. Can decrease by other means as well. But the higher it is, the more advanced your options are. So we're gonna start off by sending some units to, let's pick some capitals. Why not? Well, if we send one to Crabrost, we can already do some nice stuff with that level 1. So that and central, and let's send to Slacker as well. Oh, that's me, sorry. Let's send to Citadela then. There we go. They will arrive in 4 turns, and we'll get on with that by then. Yeah, that was the short story about covert ops. Sorry, we do not want war, because we will actually be going to war with you pretty soon, I think. Because, like I said, they will be pretty easy to kill. At least their capital. And that's more or less what you need to take. As for, yeah, feels like most of them. Let's do a quick rundown here. Brasilia and Africa and China. Who else? I don't think Central. Maybe Freeland. And maybe Madeira has their capitals on the coast. I'm not sure about these two. Don't think Central is there. Definitely not Crabrost. But the rest of the capitals are coastal capitals, which means they will be very easy to capture, which is enjoyable for us. We will not have to worry. So is there no such thing as zone of control for these units, or is it because of the river? I was sure that I would fail, but maybe there is no zone of control for aliens. I don't know. Anyway, switch these two. Working in miasma is a pain until you get the alien biology tech. That will give worker miasma immunity. Well, actually, let's queue that, because we want that after power systems. We'll see where we end up, but having miasma immunity is very helpful. Very helpful indeed. How's our... Oh, our explorer is almost there. That's good. And what else? What else is new? We still have a quest to kill Yinzical Labs, I think. Should do that.
The necessity of an artificial power source is a myth.
Let's see. So now we're at level 2 supremacy.
Of Earth are the wheel, the lever, the inclined plane, the dynamo, and the screw.
Right. That's today's history lesson. So we've got some new upgrades for our units. No additional bonus. You get at 1, 3, 6, 8, 11 and 13. And then there's units for more or less everything in between and after. So now we get to upgrade our gunners. Get to choose between always gets plus 3 strength and plus 6 range strength. And we will get to choose between extra defense against ranged or extra health when not embarked. Well, healing is nice, but I'm gonna go with the ranged defense. That's always good for your own ranged units, at least in my book. Yeah, need to build... Can't remember what we built, but I think we built some production. So let's continue. No, we built the food, desert food. I don't like that you do not get to know what is finished in a city. I want to see that. In Save 5 you have this completed... well, it shows what's completed. You don't get that here, so I never know what I just did. Well, almost never. So... interesting. Rocket battery is recommended by my economic advisor. I wonder why that is. There's probably tied to the quest you get that improves the rocket battery. But that's my guess. But I'm not gonna chance. I'm not gonna take that chance. We're gonna go for production for now, in preparation of the condors we're gonna pump out. And this one will need to continue 3 turns. It's gonna be done finally. And yeah, we'll just have to continue exploring with this poor little drone. Can, for example, check out the coastalness of these 2 cities. That's a good thing to check. Alien nest up here. Poor Ark is kind of beset by aliens on all fronts, it seems. But I will not complain, that's their problem, not mine. There we go, expedition. National Security Project is activated, and next turn our covert agents will be arriving at their destinations, and we'll be able to choose their missions. Give a quick rundown of the actual missions you can do as well. So let's see, going around, and yeah, let's ignore this last bit of health and go down there. Improve the second Feraxite. So, intrigue level in Liqueur has increased to 1. That means someone is there. So we could probably, if we wanted to, send one of our guys home. to do counterintelligence. But at level 1 there is not really any harmful operations, not anything that is harmful to you. Not until level well, level 4 is the first harmful covert level. Everything below that is just beneficial for the one doing the attack. So at level 0 all you can do is establish a network which will give you some information about the city, and siphon energy, which will when the 20 turns pass it will give you a 152 energy. The defender does not lose any energy or any income at all. It does not affect them. Same with the steel science, which you can do at level 1. It will give you a chunk of science to the current technology, and the defender will not lose anything. Level 2 you will steal a random tech. Or you can do that. It's level 2, steal technology. And let's see, recruit defectors will give you a random military unit. Hack satellites. This is the first really offensive one that will actually disable destroy all satellites within 5 hexes of the city. This can be quite hurtful. And coup d'etat is very difficult to actually manage to pull off. I've been doing some testing and it seems that even though you have a level 3 guy in their city and 2 guys in your headquarters, increasing the chance with operations reconnaissance, it's not even 1 in 4. So that's kind of a waste of time, at least in my book so far. Dirty Bomb requires your affinity to be your affinity with purity to be 11. I will detonate a nuclear device and more or less cutting the nuclear bomb of this game. The Worm Strike, is a Harmony's level 11 affinity attack, which will attract siege worms to attack a city, which can be interesting. Do not know how that interacts with the defense that says they can't come closer than 2 tiles. I don't know. It does not seem terribly strong, to be honest, because siege worms are not that dangerous when you get to level 11 affinity. You'll be killing them in 1 or 2 attacks anyway, so meh. And the level 5 will pillage all improvements within 3 tiles of a city. Sorry, the level 5 of affinity, requiring level 11 affinity. Seems kind of useful as well. Out of these 3, I'm gonna say this is the most useful. Closely followed by the Dirty Bomb. This one is more hurtful, and this one is, well, I'd say Sabotage is probably the best out of those 3. However, Hack Satellites is probably the most powerful overall. Anyway, let's pick some things. Let's actually do some stealing of science. Feels like a good idea. Let's establish networks to increase the intrigue level in the cities. And yeah, that was it. Now we can just take care of that while when it happens. Let's take a quick look at our trade routes. So we've got 0, 0, 0. So did we actually lose the trade route? No. since it went to 0, or was that just bad updating? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check that. We'll see. Well, this worker should be working on mine. Did we lose a trade route? And why did we do that? And if we did? Oh, we got one here. Still. Oh well. Should really get one more soon. Should get all of them, to be honest. To be honest. So we've got, well, that one is coastal. Freeland seems to not be coastal though. So we've got Ferraxite. 10 of them, which is a lot this early in the game. And the 40, between 40 and 50 we're gonna get is gonna be a lot for all of the game, more or less. Could actually sell some Ferraxite, to be honest. Let's see, what do we improve? Let's actually improve some food tiles. So what's this? It's the repair facilities upgrade quest. Get +1 orbital coverage from repair facilities, or +5% production from military units, on top of the 10%. We're gonna go with that because, like I said, orbital coverage is not really necessary, not in my opinion, for what it's worth. I wonder if I need to build a second ultrasonic fence to actually get the quest. I'm not sure. Maybe I should do that. Just to... yeah, let's do that. So that we actually get the quest. I don't know if it's a requirement in how many you need to have, or if it's a mean time to happen kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. I just want my trade routes to be uninterrupted. So drone. Guess I could be exploring across the sea. So what do we do? We're doing prosperity. Oh, look at this. Ainsa is actually entirely surrounded by miasma, so we can't really get to it with trade routes, which is kind of crappy. We need to do something about that. Definitely. We could go there by boat, I guess, but that's more expensive. However, it might be more, what's it called, more lucrative. I don't know. For now, we're gonna keep going for prosperity. And what do we do in Ainsa now that we got our... yeah, that's called something. Well, we could buy a... build a miasmic repulsor. But if we're going to get alien biology, we will be able to clear miasma. We can just clear the one tile that will matter. And we could go for a trade depot instead, which is a good thing. So now we're at -1 health, and that's -10% science and -10% culture. At this point, it might be a good idea to actually try to get above 1 again, above 0, just because we're so close. But let's see, it's 37, 15, 20, so yeah, I guess it's viable. Let's see, if we built a clinic instead, that would actually put us higher. Got 0 help from Ainsa. It could be 2 from here, so that would put us at 1. So let's do that instead. So, discovered an ancient tomb artifact. Yeah, I know, I've been excavating it. You're gonna tell me that it's another one? In the same spot? Interesting. What's up with that? So, I did the full... This is kind of strange. Send military unit into uncovered tomb. So, I need to send... Alright. Okay. Send military unit into uncovered tomb. Alright, let's send our... one of our rovers. Get this one on the job. Guess this one can... let's see, can we find anything else? Oh, by the way, I did find the... I know in the first episode I was looking for somewhere to get to see the icons for resources. On this tiny eye can pick resource icons, artifact icons, and that's going to actually help us now. Let's remove resource icons and just see artifact icons, and we should be able to more easily see where we can do some exploring. And there's not a lot of exploring to do close to us. So what we could do is kill Hekima Station. That will give us something to explore. Or we could just send it over here somewhere. That's gonna annoy some people, but what can you do? 14 turns. And yeah, I can actually not pass through anyway. So let's see, is there anything else? Kiagungan. Guess I could do some nautical exploring with this one. Yeah, why not? Let's go to sea. Let's see if there's anything we can find. This one. So that's basalt. All right. And you can also show the yield, the hex, all trade routes, all the time. Don't know if that is interesting. It could be interesting if you're in a war, I guess, so that you can see what to plunder. Yeah. Let's continue. Let's not dilly-dally. This is strange. No, because now that used while progressing through the written in stone quest. Alright. So we got networks established. Now none of our agents detected. And that's why you do not go into darkness. Anyway, let's see. We can now choose a new operation. Let's siphon energy. Can only do the established network once per visit to a city. Should I recall my agent, I could send it there again and do the established network mission again. Which would be a very quick way to ramp up your intrigue level in a city. Probably the quickest way, because 8 turns for a successful mission. That's well, 9 turns. 4 for going there and 5 for doing the mission is faster than any other mission. So the quickest way to get up to level 5 or level 4 or level 2 to steal attack might actually be to do that. So you know what? We should try that with one city. But what city? Let's try it with the Bellina. That started at almost nothing. So we're gonna abort instead. we're gonna reassign it to well, exactly, it is in Bellina now. We're gonna return to headquarters, and then we're gonna assign it to Bellina again. Guess that was Cittadella. Is Bellina the player? Sorry, the leader. Oh yeah, it is. No, that's the name of the agent, of course. Cittadella is the city. I'm confused. So even less 3 turns because she leveled up. So this one will just steal science. So 3 plus 5, that's 8 turns for every successful mission. That will be a good way to increase our intrigue level enough to actually steal attack, which might be good. We'll see how that works out, if it's worth it. Bit exploity, I guess, but we're here to try things out, nothing else. That's what we're gonna do. See if it is exploitable, and if it is, hopefully it will be fixed eventually. Let's see, we should do something to save that guy. That poor drone. Let's go over there. He's gonna die anyway because it was another snake. So, now we are there with a military unit. Let's see if anything happens. So, Creative Spark. This is our thorium reactors. So we get to choose by between 2 energy or 1 production. Let's take a look at our production values and our energy values. Well, energy seems to be a bit of a problem for us. However, energy is easier to come by with the solar collector. And we also get a lot of... No... Do we get a lot of energy with ferroxide? I'm not sure. Not really. It's floatstone that gives energy, I think. So we get science, some production because it's a mine. So 22, 14, 5, 4, 28, 19. So we're lacking in energy, I guess. So let's go with the extra energy. There's no shame in that. And speaking of which, we should probably get a thorium reactor. Not a lot of desert down here, so the vivarium is not as good as in our capital. An observatory would be good though. That's a lot of science. That would be 4 science for the city, which is awesome. But yeah, you know what, let's do that. Let's do the observatory. Just 4 turns for 4 science, and then 3 turns for 3 science with our laboratory. That's great. Ramp up our science a bit because I think we're lagging behind in science as well. Just this feeling I have. Let's see. Rocket battery. No, let's go with science. More science for the people. We're not building a lot of units because we're gonna want to focus on getting a lot of condors because they are insanely strong. Especially when you can have tens of them. Between 10 and 20 just from this city. 19 condors. That's a lot of condors. Let's see, 21, 31, 41, 48 ferroxide. That is stupidly a lot.
Each new species.
So we got these.
I wonder what life was like on Earth when the whole atmosphere was breathable.
Yeah. So we got level 1 harmony now, and we have the ability to. We did survive. That is crazy. Standing my asthma for a while then. So, written in stone. Send a military unit into uncovered tomb. No, that does not work. Breakthrough. The remains found in the tomb have been identified as a modern-day citizen of our colony. I don't know if this is broken. Let's just park him there for now, and we'll see. But happens. Is there anything this guy can do here? Perhaps. Wake, explore, enter tomb. Ah, I see. So there we go.
With someone saying, there has to be a better way to do this.
Alright, 95 science. I wonder if that is wasted now, or if it will be applied to the next tech I pick. Because it would be a shame if I actually wasted 95 science by not picking a tech straight away.
Progress begins with someone
there we
saying,
go.
there has to be a better way to do this.
Level 3 supremacy. We have free roads and mag rails, and this is a very good bonus. Very, very good. Let's see. We are level 3 now, so we should go for tactical robotics now. And we got 22 there, so I guess the 95... Either they were put somewhere at random, or they were wasted. Which is... yeah. No fun at all. 22... yeah, where else could they have gone? Guess nowhere. No. So we just wasted 3 turns worth of, well, into organics perhaps. I'm not sure. Oh well. Let's pretend they went into organics and feel good about that, and not feel bad about a potential 3 turns of science wasted. Anyway, we got upgrades. We can upgrade our combat rovers. So they will get +6 strength, and we will get to choose between 30% extra strength when attacking fortified units, or +20% when flanking. Not sure about flanking, if that is ever... That's very situational. So is 30% when attacking fortified units, but I'd say that is not as situational. So we're gonna go with the 30% when attacking fortified units, because most oftenly, let's cancel that, as your when you are supremacy, most bonuses will be when you are next to a friendly unit, and flanking is not when you're next to a friendly unit. That's when you're attacking from an entirely different angle. So we're gonna go with this because it does synergize better with supremacy. Could get even more flanking at level 13, I guess, but ignoring zones of control is also excellent, so we're probably gonna pick that anyway. If we even get to level 13, probably not. So let's see, covered up. This will be done in 13 turns and 17 turns, so that will hopefully give a nice boost to our tactical robotics research. So it will be done before 25 turns, hopefully. So we got another quest time decision. Let's just do some... You know what? We should probably start building a... we need more workers, to be honest. We should start building a road to our city there. So, here we go. Ultrasonic fence. +1 repel range from ultrasonic fences. Sure, it's not bad, but compare that to trade convoys will not be attacked by alien units. That is... this is not even a real choice, to be honest. I guess if all you have is tightly kept internal uh, convoys, they are like we are going to have. They are closer together, but if you want to have external trade routes, there is no chance in hell you pick anything other than reversing the polarity, and that is a reference to, I don't even know, I recognize it. Is it Ghostbusters or is it Back to the Future? I don't know. No, Ghostbusters is Cross the Beams. Reverse the polarity is probably Back to the Future or something. Anyway, you can bash me for that in the comments later. Let's see. So we got back to Citadela with our agent. We're gonna establish a network again, and that will increase our level of sneakiness there. So now we got the little bar above our armors as well, indicating that they have been upgraded once. So we should probably be ready to kill something soon. Well, we're probably gonna wait for the condors though, because it's gonna make it a lot easier. But yeah, we'll see what we do. So let us build a road to over there, and let us fortify. Let's keep exploring, see if we can find any tiny islands with the ruins on them or something. Resting. It's kind of sad that you can't, I don't think you can actually tell this one to rest until healed, because they do not heal regularly. So you're gonna have to keep them on miasma and keep passing the turns, or fortify, but then you'll forget about them. So yeah, kind of crappy. They should add that fortify until healed as long as they are standing on top of miasma. That would make sense, since they actually heal when they stand on miasma. Yeah. So how's this? Take a quick look at the timer, and I see that it has been going on for a long time now, this episode. So I'll finish this turn and I will end this episode. What do we pick? I guess we could go for some more energy. We're gonna buy a trade convoy anyway. Or we go for the science. Let's go for the science, and like I said, let's purchase a trade convoy and call that an episode. So as usual, thank you for watching. Like the episode, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, the usual jazz, and I will see you in the next episode. So long.